Running a successful dropshipping or e-commerce company a lot of times comes down to choosing the right types of tools and softwares to fit your business. The only problem is that there are literally thousands to choose from, and it can honestly be overwhelming and feel something like this. If you ever felt this way, don't feel bad. I honestly felt the exact same way when I got started. And unfortunately for me, I ended up testing hundreds of them, wasting tons of time and money and just wasted effort until I finally narrowed it down to the 7 tools that I use to run my e-commerce businesses. Fortunately for you, I'm going to share with you what those tools are to save you all that time and hassle and really simplify your business down to just the core components that you need in order to run a successful dropshipping company. So I'm going to open up my tool chest and show you everything that I have inside, everything from our marketing to our websites, all of the tools that I use to run a successful e-commerce company. And then I'm even going to share some free alternatives that I would recommend if I was just getting started and I was on a budget again. And to break things down even further for you, I'm going to be rating each of these on 3 different categories. Category 1 is going to be the features, 2, the cost, and 3, the learning curve, or how long it'll take for you to get started. And the number 1 software that I use is for my websites. And this is by far the most important tool that you will choose. It's especially confusing because all of these softwares are marketing to you, saying how you need them. And they're throwing all these features and customer reviews at you, and it can make a pretty compelling case that you need all of them. We're gonna be breaking these down back to the basics and simplifying your business from top to bottom. Tool number 1 is for your websites, and this is by far the most important tool that you will choose because this hosts everything about your business. And if you make the wrong decision here, it can cost you tons of time and money because later on down the road, you'll end up having to switch to a different platform. Some of the choices out there are ClickFunnels, WooCommerce, Wix, Squarespace. Like, there's just too many to count. And I can honestly say after testing all of them that Shopify is the one and only tool that you need to go with. Now I say this because when it comes to features, Shopify is the be-all end-all for building an e-commerce website. It is literally meant for e-commerce and just about nothing else. Whereas other platforms like Wix, WordPress, ClickFunnels, they're all built for general sites like blogs or selling info products or consulting companies. So while they build features around every different use case, Shopify has specialized in just e-commerce. The Shopify allows you to integrate all of your dropshipping products, print on demand, any different supplier you could possibly need integrates directly into your Shopify store. They even integrate with every different email service provider, any different marketing tool you could ever possibly need, and it's already come pre-built with templates and themes that you can use to get off the ground as quickly as possible. So as for the features, they get a 9 out of 10. It's honestly the closest that you could possibly hope for out of a website provider. When you click the link in the description, you can start a free trial and then a $1 a month plan using Shopify and try it out. You can play around with it. You can see how simple it is and how quickly you can get started. And for the learning curve, I give it an 8 out of 10 because it's very intuitive where each of the features are, and it allows you to get more advanced with it as your company grows. Meaning in the beginning, there's only 2 or 3 features that you really need, like your product catalogs and changes on your site. And they have a whole suite of apps and increased functionality that you can add on as your company grows. Fun fact about Shopify is that it was actually founded by a guy named Tobias, who, when he was starting his own e-commerce company, realized how challenging all of these other softwares and tools were to use. And he felt like he had to piece them all together using custom coding and all this complex stuff. So it is literally built from the ground up to be designed for people just like you who just want something simple and easy to use at a low cost. And once you have your Shopify store built, you need to fill it with some kind of products, right? Well, that brings us to software number 2, which is for your product fulfillment. And there's a ton out there for these as well. Everything from Printful to Gelato to CJ Dropshipping to Alibaba to Oberlo. There's a ton that all offer different types of products and have pros and cons to each of them. And after testing all of the above, I can confidently say that Printify is by far the best combination of product quality, shipping speed, and most importantly, price. When it comes to their features, they have a massive product catalog of tens of thousands of products that you can choose from, and what separates them from other dropshipping companies is you can customize all of these products to be unique to you and your brand. And they also do things like custom packaging and putting your brand name on the packing inserts, which may seem like a minor detail, but it really goes a long way in increasing your brand's reputation when customers receive a package from your brand name rather than some Chinese manufacturer. And in my experience, all their products have been extremely high quality, and anytime there's any kind of issue, they always issue a refund for either you or the customer, or they'll just ship them a new one. They also have extremely fast shipping speeds, so customers will love you. So on their features, I give them an 8 out of 10, and when it comes to the cost, they are by far the most competitive pricing in the entire market. Because other print-on-demand dropshipping companies like Printful or Gelato, their pricing is competitive to begin with, and then when you sign up for a premium account using the link in the description below, you get to take an additional 20% off of all the product costs. For their costs, I give them a 7 out of 10, and when it comes to a learning curve, it's extremely simple. Like you can see here, I'm uploading a product into my dropshipping business account. Just by dragging in the design, I'm able to have new products live on my site within seconds. And the best part is that they all integrate directly with Shopify. So anytime that I make a new product in Printify, it's automatically uploaded to Shopify, Etsy, or any of my other sales channels. And the best way to market my brand new products that I have on my Shopify store getting fulfilled by Printify is with email and SMS marketing. We did several $100,000 in email marketing sales last year alone. And it's by far my favorite type of marketing because it's free. There's no ad spend, there's no affiliate commissions to be paying out. It's literally just you type up an email, send it to your list of customers, and you profit. And in a second, I'm gonna show you how I don't even actually write these emails anymore. I use a tool that makes all of them for me. Just some of the options out there when it comes to email marketing are ActiveCampaign, Drip, MailChimp, GetResponse, and then most website platforms also offer their own email marketing services. And I've tried all of them. But when it comes to e-commerce email marketing specifically, Klaviyo is by far the best. Because similar to the websites, how Shopify is built specifically for e-commerce, Klaviyo is that equivalent in email marketing. In fact, Shopify just made a substantial investment into Klaviyo because the two pair so well together. So all of their features are customized specifically for e-commerce and even more specifically Shopify. So you're able to integrate all of your product catalogs, customer lists, email automations, all sync perfectly between Shopify and your Klaviyo account. And they even let you set up customized email automation campaigns that will run 24/7. That means you're literally making money while you sleep using these automation sequences. So on their features and functionality, I give them a 9 out of 10 because they're really the best of the best when it comes to email and SMS. And when it comes to cost, I give them a 7 out of 10 because it can get pricey, but the good news is that it scales up as your email list size does. So the only time that you're paying more really is when you have a bigger list, which means you're making more money and can afford a higher price. And as for the learning curve, I would give them a 6.5 out of 10 because it can be a little bit complicated to get started, but here's the thing. The most complicated part by far is learning how to set up these email automations. But when you click the link in the description below, I'm going to give you all of my email automation templates for Klaviyo so you can download them and then upload them into your account and literally just copy and paste in your brand's information. And then when it comes to your marketing campaigns or email blasts, there's a tool that I love to use that writes all of these for me and then so much more. And that brings us to number 4, which we've all heard of ChatGPT and other AI tools out there. The one that I personally use is called Jasper AI. And I use this tool because the problem with ChatGPT and the other general tools out there is that yes, they can generate great responses, but they're not custom tailored to business. It's definitely not specifically to e-commerce. Whereas Jasper comes pre-built with dozens of templates that can write everything from your email campaigns to your automations to your product descriptions, your ad copy, and so much more. Jasper could even write an entire content marketing strategy for you in the form of your Shopify's blog section. So you can start generating free SEO traffic literally with the click of a button using Jasper. So for functionality, I give them a 9 out of 10 because it really is amazing what it's able to make for your e-commerce business, and it's simplified so much for me. And when it comes to cost, their basic plan is really all you need to get started. And when you click the link in the description, you'll even get a free trial to test it out for yourself. And as for the learning curve, all their templates are pretty self-explanatory, and you can just click a button, plug in a couple of pieces of information about your brand, and you're good to go. So for the learning curve, I give them a 9 out of 10. And email marketing is great to remarketing to your existing customers, but how do you get new customers? Well, the way that I do that is with number 5, and that's an ad management software that I absolutely love. This software is called Magic X. And you may not have heard of them before because they're a little bit newer, but it automates literally every aspect of my Facebook, Google, and Instagram ads. Like here's an example of the automations I was able to build out in Magix that you can copy and paste into your own account. Before I started working with Magix, I had to watch my ads constantly 24/7 to make sure I wasn't overspending and then checking what was working and what wasn't. Now with Magix and these automations, I'm able to sleep easy at night knowing that they are running all the time. And Magix will automatically increase budgets on campaigns that are performing well and cut or decrease budgets on those that aren't. Another great feature about Magix is it comes with amazing insights that tell you exactly what's working and give you a clear summary of what you should be doing more of and what you should be doing less of when it comes to your paid advertising campaigns. So for functionality, I give Magix a 9 out of 10. It's really one of my favorite tools out there. And when it comes to cost, their pricing is extremely competitive with other tools on the market. Their pricing scales with the amount that you're spending on ads and the size of your account. So the only time you pay more money is when you're spending more on ads, and Magix is scaling up your campaigns for you. And as for the learning curve, it can be a little overwhelming when you first get in there, but trust me, if you just click the link in the description, start a free trial, then I'll send you my automations that you can upload directly into your account. As an 80/20 principle, you'll be well on your way to scaling your paid marketing campaigns using Magix just from these automations alone. And all of these tools are great for building super successful business, but number 6 is the one that will really 10x your business's productivity and take it to the next level. I'm talking about your productivity and organization tools. Now, out of all of the categories in this video, this is the one that has by far the most options to choose from. Everything from Monday.com to Asana to Trello to just too many to even name. It can be mind-boggling trying to pick out what's right for you and your business. I've wasted so much time on these, I don't even want to talk about it. So let me just simplify it and break it down into 3 basic buckets. Bucket 1 is your project management software. Number 2 is your communication between you and your team or contractors. 3 is your file management or cloud storage. And for those, project management, I use Notion. Number 2, I use Slack. And then for file management, I use Google Drive. And the best part is that all of these have free plans available. And then as a bonus for organizing my personal life and daily to-dos, I personally love Todoist. You can click the link in the description below to get a free trial, but it is by far my favorite tool when it comes to quickly jotting down notes and setting reminders for myself. But the best part about all of these tools is that they are all beautifully simple and do exactly what you need. You don't need to overcomplicate this part of your process. Even though like Monday.com and ClickUp, they all like to throw their millions of features at you to just overwhelm you. All that you really need is a place to keep track of your projects, communicate efficiently with your team, and then store any files that you need everybody to have access to. So for features, I give these a 10 out of 10. Cost, there's free plans available for all of them, so another 10 out of 10. And the only one that requires any slight bit of a learning curve is Notion, which once you get the hang of that too, it's a breeze. So I'm giving these tools a 10 out of 10 across the board, but try them out for yourself and let me know in the comments section what you think of them. And having a productive, successful business is great on its own, but it's pretty useless if you, as the entrepreneur, in a lot of cases the solopreneur, are not productive yourself. And that's why I save the best for last when it comes to personal productivity is my personal favorite, an app called Brain FM. And the reason I use this app is because when I used to sit down to get work done, I would put in my headphones and start listening to whatever music Spotify would hand to me, which sounds fine because that's what 99% of people do. But the issue lies in the fact that music today is literally designed to keep your attention. They've literally put spikes in the music to grab your attention and draw it back to listening to the music, which is fine in most cases when you're not doing anything important. But when you're trying to work and truly focus and get into a state of deep work or flow state, Brain FM has hit the nail on the head, because they have scientifically engineered music that is designed to enhance your brain's ability to focus on a singular task. They also have music for creativity and studying, but the one that I personally use is for focus. Like, I can say from experience that an hour-long session of trying to work listening to regular music versus using Brain FM is a night and day difference. And you can try it for yourself by clicking the link in the description below. They'll give you 20% off after your free trial. So there you have it. There are your 7 tools that you will need to run a successful e-commerce company. Now you can officially avoid all of the noise, ignore any ads that you get hit with telling you need to try out this new app or widget or whatever people are saying nowadays. Just focus on these and then get back to building your business. Now, these are the ones that I personally use in my own business, but let me know in the comment section below if you think I missed any. And if you're interested in learning about how to start a profitable dropshipping business, then watch this video over here where I break down exactly how to do that step by step. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.